Little man whip a big man every time if the little man's in the right and keeps a comin'. Motto of the Texas Rangers. Although this book was basically shaped by certain events by values otherwise manifest, over the past few years it is not, in any strict sense, a historical novel, and more particularly the characters within it are not to be identified with any actual person, living or dead. The Magic Christian. When not tending the New York holdings, Guy Graham was generally, as he expressed it, on the go. He took cross-country trips by train, New York to Miami, Miami to Seattle, that sort of thing, always on a slow train, one that made frequent stops. Accommodation on these trains is limited, and though he did engage the best, Graham often had to be satisfied with a small compartment, fitted in scarcely more than the essentials of comfort. He accepted this cheerfully, and so today, on a summer afternoon, at precisely 2 minutes and 5 seconds, it was with buoyant step, considering his girth. For 53, he was rather stout. Though he climbed aboard the first Pullman of the Portland Plower, found his compartment, and began the pleasant routine of settling in for the long, slow journey to New York. As was his habit, he immediately rang the porter to bring round a large bottle of Campari and a bottle of finely iced water. Then he sat down at his desk to write business letters. It was known that for any personal service Graham was inclined to tip generously. Because of this, there were usually 3 or 4 porters loitering in the corridor nearby. They kept a sharp eye on the compartment door, in case Graham should signal home some need or other, and as the train pulled out of the station, he could hear them moving about inside, humming to himself and shuffling papers to and fro on his desk. Before the train made its first stop, however, they would have to scurry, for Graham's orders were the porters should not be seen when he came out of his compartment, and he did come out at every stop. At the first one of these stops, which was not long in occurring, Graham went quickly to the adjoining coach and took a seat by the window. There he was able to lean out and observe the activity on the platform. He attracted little attention himself, resembling as he did, with his pleasant red face, any honest farmer.